So this is a preview for the week beginning on Monday, July 18th, ending on July 22nd, midsummer here in the Northern Hemisphere. So as I mentioned earlier in the show, we have the market just at the market open on Sunday at 10:45 p.m. GMT. We have New Zealand CPI is a big event because New Zealand publishes CPI only once per quarter. That's why I'm mentioning it on the weekly preview. And the QE is at high levels, so this could be a make or break moment if the QE goes to even higher ground or bounces from these high levels. Okay. Monday, nothing really special. Of course, reactions to Friday's figures, more political developments, but nothing in terms of indicators. We have CPI in the UK for June. This could give us some indication about how prices moved reacting to Brexit, although most of the month was pre-Brexit. Remember, the EU referendum was held on June 23rd. More importantly, we have the German ZU sentiment. That's not from the UK, but from Germany. And it's not Germany's #1 think tank. The #1 think tank is IFO. Nevertheless, this could give us an early indication about investor confidence, business confidence in Europe following Brexit, because this is a figure for July. Okay, so last time the indicator bounced back up, things were more optimistic. Was it positive ground? Let's see if we fall to negative ground, or if German investors are still confident about the future of the economy. Okay, housing figures also in the United States on Tuesday. They tend to offset each other, but if they both go in the same direction, it could be interesting. On Wednesday, we have the UK jobs report, jobless claims for June. Once again, mostly pre-Brexit, we could still have some indication about how, if this had any kind of impact on jobs. I guess the next report for July will be more interesting. Remember that the unemployment rate and average hourly earnings refer to the month of May, so a bit outdated at the moment. Okay. On Thursday, we have UK retail sales. This could be a bit more relevant. I mean, we have, of course, all of them are top-tier figures: inflation, jobs, and retail sales. But retail sales can show how people actually reacted after the Brexit, and also before, if they held back some expenses. That will be interesting to watch. But the big event on Thursday is the ECB's rate decision. We'll talk about that more. I'm going to do a special preview next week. But basically, what's on the agenda for Draghi? No changes expected. No new forecasts are expected this time. In June, they began implementing corporate bond buys and TLTRO. Two topics are the impact of Brexit, if the ECB intends to act. What's the situation in Italian banks? Remember, Draghi is Italian. He'll be asked about that as well. And the inflation situation, which has improved just a bit, but remains far, far off the ECB's target. I believe that Draghi will want to negatively impact the euro, but without doing anything, I don't think he'll really be able to do that. Anyway, we'll talk about that more next week. Of course, that's a big event. The ECB meets only once every 6 weeks. On Thursday, we also have US jobless claims as always, and existing home sales. Get some indication about the housing sector. And on Friday, no US figures of high importance, at least. Focus on Canada with inflation and retail sales. That'll sort of end the week. The big event, of course, is the ECB. And the other big events are the indicators regarding Brexit, especially, I would say, UK retail sales, and then also the ZEW business confidence coming from Germany. Okay, so that's the preview for the week of July 18th